In today's video, I'm going to explain what the MAFFETONE method is in 3 easy steps. And we're starting right now. Every day, I see more and more people wanting to improve their running. If you Google the term, how to run faster, you'll come across lots of different websites, YouTube videos, and then you kind of wonder, what's the best way to go about doing this? These are the questions that I was asking myself in 2019. I was overweight, wasn't happy with where I was burned out from the sport, I had been injured many times, and I really just wanted to get back to the sport that I love. The MAFFETONE method is simply explained as follows. Are you struggling? Are you always injured? Are you tired, lacking the energy to do the runs that you want? Well, the MAFFETONE method will change your mindset and get you back to long-term health and fitness. So what is MAF? MAF stands for Maximum Aerobic Function, and it combines exercise, nutrition, and stress to build your aerobic system, the fat-burning engine responsible for fueling all your body's needs. A well-functioning aerobic system leads to burning fat for fuel, increased energy and endurance, running faster for longer, injury and disease prevention, improved brain function, better overall health and fitness. Now there are 2 types of fuels. You have the muscle cells, which are aerobic, slow twitch muscle fibers which burn fat for energy and are fatigue resistant, are highly concentrated in muscles that also provide the main support for joints, bones, indirectly to all soft tissues such as ligaments and tendons. Anaerobic, fast twitch muscle fibers which consume sugar at high rates but have limited energy and are primarily used for short, high-intensity exertion and quick movements. Look, this is a proven method. Whether you are a professional athlete, a walker, a runner, a cyclist, MAF is for anyone who wants to use heart rate monitor to achieve a high optimal health and fitness in safe, scientific, and sustainable way. Look, MAF works for most people. Not for all people, but for most people. MAF builds your fat-burning engine by training at a low-intensity aerobic heart rate specific to you. MAF removes the guesswork and tells you exactly what foods to eat and what foods to avoid. MAF prevents injury, illness, overtraining by putting your health first. MAF also debunks the whole no pain, no gain philosophy. MAF also considers physical, biomechanical, and mental emotional stress. Listen, MAF is an open system that can stand on its own or work alongside alternative health and fitness methods. Step 1, you have to exercise. What you're going to do is you're going to build a strong aerobic system that burns fat for fuel and improves health, longevity, recovery, and endurance. You can build your maximum aerobic function, MAF, by exercising at your MAF heart rate. The best aerobic training should be fun, easy, relaxing. You can walk, run, swim, cycle. I like to run. MAF formula is as follows. Subtract your age from 180, then modify from one of the categories. The MAF formula is as follows. Subtract your age from 180, then modify from one of these categories. If you have or are recovering from a major illness, such as heart disease, any operation that required a hospital stay, or are on any medication or on stage 3 of overtraining, such as like burnout, subtract an additional 10. If you are injured and have regressed or not improved in your training, such as poor MAF tests, competition, get more than 2 colds or flus, infections per year, have seasonal allergies or asthma, or are in stage 1 or 2 of overtraining or are over fat, or if you're just starting out, getting back into running, you want to subtract by 5. If you have been training consistently for at least 4 times a week for up to 2 years without any of the problems mentioned, no modifications is required. Just use your 180 minus your age, and that will be your MAF number. If you've been training for more than 2 years without any of what I've just talked about, and you've been making progress, and you've been improving in competitions, and you are injury-free, then you can add an additional 5. Perform a MAF test. You need a benchmark, so I would warm up for about 15 minutes. You could walk or run below your MAF number, then run, walk, or cycle for about 30 minutes at your MAF heart rate, and record your distance. Or run for 3 to 6 miles, which is 5 to 10 kilometers and write your numbers down. You can train at your MAF heart rate. Run regularly at your MAF heart rate only, ensuring that your body has time to rest and recover between sessions. Only you know how much you can run, as everyone is different. If you were just starting out running, you might want to have a rest day built in between each one of your runs. But again, you got to put that into your plan. You want to track your progress. Repeat the MAF test monthly on the same course and conditions. Your aerobic system can take 3 to 6 months to improve. But as it does, you will be running further at your MAF heart rate. Note, weather, food, stress, they can all have an effect on your heart rate. So don't compare every run with each other. Your MAF test is the only number you need to compare month after month. Now, this might be hard when you're in areas in the world where the seasons change all the time. So again, you would try to keep those environment things as steady as you can. There are risks of overtraining. The prevalence of no pain, no gain is so ingrained that it covers up the damage caused by exercise abuse. Most people who exercise experience injuries. While many push for more fitness, they can also become unhealthy in the process of becoming a better runner. Only introduce anaerobic training, such as speed and power, when MAF tests have consistently improved, or your aerobic system is ready, or if you have plateaued for a few months. You might just need to be able to get a few tempo runs under your belt, give your system a kickstart, and then go back and see where you are with your aerobic system again, i.e. doing the MAF test. Injuries associated with high-intensity training, according to Dr. MAFFETONE on his website, on average, 56% of Ironman athletes suffer either an overuse injury or illness while training for races. High-intensity, no pain, no gain sport of CrossFit has an estimated injury rate of 73.5%, with 7% of these injuries requiring surgery. Even those who engage in aerobic dance groups, workouts, strength training, and use the gym equipment see injury rates of over 50%. I know about all of those because I've had certain injuries from those types of things. Now, here's the thing. Step 2 is nutrition. In order to successfully build your aerobic system by exercising at your MAF heart rate, it's vitally important that you pay attention to what you put in your body and what you're eating, and start building fat for fuel. A healthy diet will also reduce inflammation and prevent carbohydrate intolerance. I've had that. Stick with natural foods over junk and anything processed. This means eating a diet rich in plant-based foods such as vegetables, nuts, and seeds, high-quality meats if you're a meat eater, healthy fats, and a smaller amount of low glycemic carbohydrates. Vitamin D and folate are also key ingredients. How well your body functions, it's important to check with your doctor that your levels are in a normal range. I've been doing that with my results, and I was low in vitamin D, so I had to make some adjustments. Now, you can take what Dr. Phil MAFFETONE calls the 2-week test. It's a 2-week test that will convert your body to a fat burner rather than a sugar burner and help you diagnose carbohydrate intolerance. It's also not a diet and should be stopped after 2 weeks. The test eliminates refined carbohydrates and added sugars, processed foods, grains, starches, most root vegetables, and all fruits and all fruit juices. During the test, you can eat as much healthy food as desired. You can see here on the screen foods that you should be eating and shouldn't be eating according to Dr. Phil MAFFETONE. Adding more vegetables and nuts and seeds, healthy fats, eggs, fish, meat, if you eat any of those types of foods. During the test, you can eat as much healthy foods as desired. Healthy food, according to some people, is eating vegan or vegetarian or being a meat eater. Look, it's going to come down to you guys. I'm not going to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. But again, what you want to do is you want to try to eat as much fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, healthy fats, eggs, fish, meat, while avoiding hunger. Post-test, you can add back in separately in small amounts healthy carbohydrates, fruits, unrefined cereals, root vegetables, honey, to test whether they match your body's needs. If negative signs such as bloating come up, it's best to avoid that food group. I've had to do a few tests to see which foods are my triggers, and I know there's quite a few of them that are out there. Now, this one's very important, guys, and a lot of people just don't understand that stress. Step 3 is stress. Understanding stress. Stress can cause your health and fitness to deteriorate fast and should not be overlooked. I'm telling you straight out, it really shouldn't be. The brain responds to stress by quickly producing stress hormones, such as those associated with fight or flight reaction. If we don't recover from this acute stress, they build up, causing health and performance to be impaired and in all aspects of life. There's 3 types of stress. The first one is physical stress. Too much exercise, overtraining, too little exercise. You're sitting too much. Poor sleep quality, you're not getting enough. There's biomechanical stress. There's poor food choices, indoor air pollution, drug side effects. There's also the mental emotional stress, social, family, and work-related stress, financial stress, unhealthy attitudes such as no pain, no gain, comparing yourself to others, the whole ego thing. There's a lot of those things that go in that. So you really don't want to ignore all the signs that stress can have in your running. So put it into action, do your MAF test, eat cleanly, get out and do your runs, and you should be good. And if you are improving, which you should be, thumbs up. If you notice that things aren't going your way, then you may need to start taking a look at what's going on in your life and make some changes. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you're able to improve your running, improve your life, improve how you eat. This video right here, I think, would be really helpful in your MAF training. It's a little bit more in-depth as to what this video is, so check it out. And like I always say, everyone, get out and run. We'll see you later. Bye.